Yo, what's going on, guys? Matthew V. Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I'm here with my mother.
Mommy Master.
We're here to check out Superman and Lois Season 1, Episode 8. Holding the Wrench. So before we get into this reaction, guys, we gotta explain something real quick about last week's episode. So I got a lot of comments talking about us not knowing John Henry Irons and not recognizing this character. So I did some research on it, and I'm gonna explain to my mom right here on camera, so we can all be on the same page now. So, what we both missed last week, was a big revelation of this character by the name of John Henry Irons, right? Who also goes by the name of Steel. Have you ever heard of that Steel movie that came out with Shaquille O'Neal back in the day?
Mm-hmm.
It's that character. But I didn't see the movie, but I heard the movie was really bad.
Yeah.
So he is a hero. He doesn't have any powers, but he is equipped with like armor and like steel armor and stuff like that, and like enhanced mechanics to help him fight. I think, if I'm not mistaken, because here's the thing, guys, I didn't watch any of the movies that had steel in it, like Reign of Superman. I didn't see it, but and the Death of Superman storyline, I kind of glanced over at the comic books, a long time ago. I never actually fully read it, so I know the name and I've seen his character. I just don't. No, I didn't know much about him at last week's reaction. My mom had no idea who it was, so that's where we're like, the heck is John Henry Irons? So it would explain the whole hammer thing that we saw last week. And then, if I'm not mistaken, because I did some research last week, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was him and a whole bunch of other people that tried to take over the Superman name when Superman died in the comic books, to try to like be, I guess, the new symbol or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But that's what I believe it was. It was him and then a whole bunch of other people that the Supermen, they called them. So there was a bunch of different ones. Correct me if I'm wrong. So anyway, yeah. So John Henry Irons is a hero, actually.
Okay.
So, but I guess what they're doing for this story is that he might have been just a little, not might have been. He's salty and like mad about the fact that his world, Superman, killed Lois. So we'll see his wife. So we'll see what happens if he continues to remain a villain. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna find some way to work together. But but we'll see. But it's good to know. Once I found out who it was, it's actually pretty cool that we get the character.
And I saw the movie with Shaq.
You saw the movie with Shaq?
Yeah, a long time.
I didn't see the movie. I heard about it though. I heard it was really bad.
I don't think y'all are born yet.
Nah, I don't think so. Too young for that movie. But yeah, so that's it. So we're gonna get into this reaction, guys. Thank you so much for clicking the video. If you're new here, go ahead and check our reaction to last week. I know some of you guys are disappointed that we didn't react to the reveal of Steel, but we didn't know. It's nobody's fault. We just didn't really know, So, but now we know.
I couldn't make that connection because back then when I watched that, I wasn't into things like I just watched things for entertainment.
Yeah.
It's only now things are a little different, so
they pay attention to what people are saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made a connection.
Yeah. So, hey, we know now. That's the important thing.
I thought actually the movie with Shaq, I thought it was just a one-off show. I thought it was just something that they did just to entertain us, to put Shaq in something. That's all I thought.
Nah, it's based off a DC character.
No, I didn't know anything about back then. When in my time, we didn't have access to all these things and going and check out this and check out. We just look at the show because it's nice, and that was it.
Well, the important thing is now we know. So, I'm actually looking forward to see his character a lot more and see what they do with him and see how they utilize him and the stuff. I think going and doing some research and reading some of the panels, when I did my research last week, it's actually a pretty cool character, and I can't wait to see what they do. So anyways, let's get into this thing, y'all. Don't forget to check out my music down below for some cool lo-fi beat tapes. That's the stuff I do. And it's all copyright free. Feel free to use them in your videos. They're all on YouTube, so on my other channel, so feel free to use them. Coming out with some new stuff, some Star Wars lo-fi stuff, some anime lo-fi stuff, and some originals as well. So it's gonna be an interesting year. We got some cool stuff coming up. So check out all the links down below. Disclaimer about the Flash again, y'all. Some people asked about last week's episode. As you know, we didn't do those. We're gonna do next week's episode. We'll just kind of wait and kind of see how the season goes, because the last arc was just really annoying and we didn't really like it, so we didn't really feel up to recording. So but next week we're gonna try to get next week's episode up. We'll see how it goes, because I told some people the Flash is on thin ice right now with us. It's on some thin ice.
You flashing right now.
And I've been updating it every single video. Uploads are a little slower because I'm getting ready to move very soon. So until everything is settled with that, just expect the uploads to kind of be a little slower than usual. But we're gonna be going, and then Mommy Master and I are slowly transitioning into virtual recording. So that's gonna be a little different. she doesn't want to do it, but we're gonna,
because I can't do this.
But it's not gonna be all videos. I mean, I'll be down here sometimes. So, but anyway, just wanted to give that disclaimer for those who want to know. Maybe I'll make an actual video, just when I'm like closer to the move-in date and everything, and maybe I'll talk about it more. But I don't really talk too much about my personal life on YouTube like that. So we'll see. But anyway, so that's it. Let's get into reaction.
I'm at risk of hurting someone I really love more than I already have.
What did she do? What did you do, Lois?
We just wanted to check in and see how you were doing with all of it.
I talked to Coach Gaines. He's not.
Classic Reaper-mobile.
Exactly.
Good morning, Lois.
How do you know my name?
Because he thinks it's the Lois from the other Earth.
Authorized users.
Can you remember he was married to Lois? Yeah. Everything. You about to learn everything. Oh, shoot.
Trying to help as many people as possible.
Nope.
What that means.
Look, if he ever decides to expand that program, I'm right here.
No, sorry, babe.
Mom, did you help out Mr. Kirker? Because
She's trying to save her husband.
for this musical review, and we haven't spoken since.
He's trying. He's trying. I can't be mad at the guy. He's trying to be a fun dad. So what's all that for? Excuse me.
How did you get here?
Yeah, how did he get here? Oh yeah, Luther's ship. He forget he had that. Whew. Whew.
Almost there. Like, are there other...
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh.
Like you?
That's why. That's so difficult, man. That's so difficult.
Until you murder her.
This is getting
You
crazy.
realize he on another Earth.
I know he knows that, but I don't. I think you're missing.
I'm not missing anything. Trust me. I am quite clear on everything that's going on.
He knows he's on another.
I
Earth,
do
you know?
feel for him and everything like that, but
Well, he knows he's on another Earth, but he just said he wants to stop it from happening again. So that's all it is. He's obviously being a little presumptuous.
That they forever change how you see a person.
What did she say to who?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. Jonathan?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe
We'll figure this out.
John Henry Irons?
Situations.
Clark?
Humanity here, he has to accept that.
You really think that's possible?
That's the point I'm getting at.
Knowing everything he's lost? His wife?
No, I feel sorry for him, but that was his life on his earth. And he's here now, and we need answers.
That's the point I'm getting at.
Maybe I should go talk to him.
No.
I feel really bad for the guy.
I love you too.
This whole situation's messed up.
Yeah, I understand what he is going through, but he have to simmer down and talk. He can't just assume what happened on his or gonna happen on this one.
Take a break,
Yeah.
RV. I'll let you know.
No, you're right about that. I'm just saying. He is going in with an assumption that it's going to happen. He has no real evidence, hard evidence, actually, I should say, that it's going to happen. he's just going with an assumption. And he shouldn't do that, and I agree with that.
I didn't get food poisoning.
She lied.
Dad, it's fine whenever I'm with people. It's just whenever I'm by myself. It feels like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then you ready?
Okay.
Some real country sounding music right now.
Change tactics. Trask can get us what we need.
No. No, not like this. We don't torture people.
You need to hose down.
We'll tap in.
Yo, he look like a psychopath. Let me get my tings. Like, bro, like a psychopath. My lord. Yo, technically they would be oddly sisters, yo. Like half sisters. He should take a break from the RV. Oh my god, that's traumatizing. Seeing his dad kill his mom. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my god, that's not good. It's like literally. Oh, that's not good. He's never gonna be able to look at. Oof. Oh god. The heck? Oh.
You are not authorized.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
20.
Oh.
One.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh.
Find weapons? You almost died! Not because you were unarmed, because your dad died. The only person that would have been to blame is yourself.
That's what you're talking about.
Oh. Holy crap, Lois.
I'm fine, Clark.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna check on Jonathan.
Wow.
Mr. Cushing,
Thanks.
Lar.
here to see Lana.
That was some good acting, though. Jeez.
Didn't say anything to her.
You should probably go back to work.
She just trying to protect him.
And plus, Leslie could have said that to kind of create a rift in the relationship, too.
Think you can sit here and waste my time like this is some joke?
Yes, but they can also be traumatic. And as I recall, you already had a name picked out.
We were gonna. Natalie.
That's why she was so triggered, because she's the daughter was named that. Oh, wow. 'Cause that could have been her daughter.
Idea.
Oh,
You go on
wow.
break. Leave me and my friend here alone for 10 minutes.
Negative. He's going. You know your problem? Nothing. Your problems are over.
What?
Oh, he's working for Edge.
No, you.
Wonder, given the emotions you describe and the way you reacted to Jonathan, if you needed more time to process your grief.
I used my vacation days. He put himself in danger.
That's why you lost control.
Nope.
I told you he scared me.
That's it? Nothing else?
What else do you want me to say? The guilt that I feel? Working.
Work, exercising, having sex, lifting something heavy, that's not why you lost your child.
You don't know that.
A majority of miscarriages are caused by a genetic issue.
Yeah.
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a
Okay.
I should be laughing at the guy, yo. He's expressing himself.
Being supportive. Dude.
Okay. Okay.
Is he going to use speed reading to memorize the chords?
Piano.
No, I don't on piano. Is he going to use speed readings to memorize the chords? That'd be so dope. Can you imagine that? Read the chords real quick.
So I didn't prepare like a musical number. So here you go.
Like how he's, you see how he's like shaking his leg?
You
Nervous.
reading from the phone.
Yeah.
She has a nice voice.
Mm-hmm. She does.
And some days I can't. And some days I feel like
Oh, she good. Effortless.
Mm.
And then I look at you and I don't feel so alone. So I say, hey.
Bro, if that was me on the keyboard, I would have been like making sure I had no time to look at her. I'd have been like, hey.
Let your little light shine. Let your little light shine for the world to see.
I know it's
Hey.
Sector 5, you can't go.
Why?
That's where you're keeping your stockpile of kryptonite.
Mm-hmm.
It's a research and development. Fragment grenades, bladed weapons.
Dang. What are you about?
Aerosol sprays, biochemical.
Dang, guys. Dang, bro, what you trying to...
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You was trying to kill my guy like crazy? Like he was trying to kill him. Like, he got gas?
They got everything.
Gas? Kryptonite Tic Tacs?
Biochemical. You got TikTok too.
Kryptonite mouthwash? Kryptonite coffee? Like
Weapons, blades.
Oh,
He got
Lord,
everything.
Yo. Kryptonite breath spray? Dang, this guy got, yo. They're in a whole kryptonite distillery down there, yo. Just straight up making all the kryptonite.
The person who needs help is you.
Ooh. There's a kryptonite gas. Dang.
Go.
You might lock him in there. Ooh. Dang, dude.
What's wrong with you?
Bro. He's trying to take him down.
Anyone not in a
Wrong side.
Let's go. You on the wrong side.
Yep. Yep, you don't have as much resistance to the kryptonite as him. Woo! Dang. Oof. Oof. Come on, Soups.
Mission complete.
Oh! Kryptonite spear. Oh shoot, he gonna try to take him out right now?
On my world.
You see he save you and he tell you run. That should be record enough.
He trusts Lois. I think that's the only reason he did it. If she didn't step in there, trust me, he would have put that spear right through him. But also, though, you see how they talked him down, like, but it's not like the Flash who was just like, I'm the paragon of love. Stop this fighting now. Okay, are we family now? Yes, you're my brother. Oh my god. Oh Lord, that was just nonsense.
All I'm saying is that it's two different worlds. You don't know the person properly. Get to know them and then see. Explain to people what happened.
I understand. I agree with you.
That's all I was saying from day one.
And I agree with you. You're not
do
wrong.
Understand his loss, his grief, everything, but still.
You're not wrong. I'm just saying I'm more or less just focusing on why he's doing it. But obviously you're right about that. He can't just go in assuming that what's going to happen on this earth is going to happen here. But I understand where the guy is coming from and the type of trauma that caused him to be this way. I get that.
He implied that he was someone else. Said that I wasn't alone anymore.
Meaning what?
What if the ex-Kryptonite resurrects Kryptonians?
Theory. To transfer alien sentience into human hosts.
Like possession.
Kryptonians?
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool where the story's going,
telling
actually.
Me John Irons might be right?
Nah, he right.
It's
So Leslie Lar is not even Leslie Lar. Why didn't you show up, Pop? Oh, he's moving out or something? Oh, he started drinking again.
I'm sorry. Okay, I look.
And then just get disappointed.
Bro, be there for your child, man. What the heck? Be there for your kid. You don't gotta.
Are you concerned about his mortgage?
Look, the man is trying to protect his trying to help his family. But sometimes helping your family goes beyond finances too. You gotta be there for your kid emotionally.
It's our house guest.
Yeah, that's kind of
I
weird.
really don't think Mom would let him.
Yeah, if he ever had to play Bob Dylan as a child in a movie, I'd cast him.
You shouldn't to go in the trailer by yourself anyway.
No, he shouldn't have. But Lois shouldn't have went off on him like that.
No, she was hurt and scared.
She was.
Losing you, I lost it. And I said some things I never should have said and that I didn't mean. That's no excuse, and I never should.
I just wanted out.
John, if there's anyone in this family who gets what you're going through, it's me. I know what it's like to be in the orbit of someone who can. Right now, I just want you to know that we're on the same team. We are the extraordinary humans in a family of super people.
Miss Lane?
Yeah, that's the actor. He don't live there. Yeah. Yeah, he'll be back. How's he gonna get back to his daughter though? You know, he can't because the ship is down. All right, this episode was very good. Like, I would say, definitely one of the top episodes this season so far. I really enjoyed this episode. The quality, the music, the acting from Elizabeth Tulloch, Lois. The acting was so great. Like, I felt so sorry for her. Like, I felt like this pit in my stomach when I heard her cry out and the pain that she was like.
And you don't really see Lois cry.
No, you don't. And so this is like really major, really, because usually she's always really strong and fearless and like, you know, even with stuff with her dad, she doesn't really get emotional visibly. She just kind of brushes it off. But like, when you saw her like cry out and get sad, like that really, like I felt it in my stomach. Like I felt the pain.
Well, it was emotional for me because although she is a TV character, it's something similarly happened to me in real life. So I can understand, and being in that position, why it was touching for me is because she really, really acted that part well. Like if she went through it, and it's kudos to her and kudos to the people who did the scripting of that part. It was done perfectly, right? Because me in real life, I can relate to something that happened in an acting field, so to speak. And the only thing I was trying to say all the time is that I understand the man lost. I understand everything with his family, but I needed him to slow down and look at, like, remember I was saying he needed to be like an investigator or a spy, follow Superman and see what he's doing, what his life is like. Understand, yes, this is not everything that's happening, but he's right on one point. Morgan Edge is building an army. Right? But it doesn't mean that Superman is going to join that army because they're wicked people. right? And he too, Superman too, is trying to find the truth. So the only thing I said I was vexed with the man all the time. I was upset with his attitude is because he was just making assumptions and jumping the gun without sitting down, telling his story and asking questions.
Yeah.
That is what was making me upset. Right? Yeah. It sucked to see somebody walking around that was once or looking like your wife and your family and all those things. Nobody want to lose their family like that. Right? But ask questions, see what's going on instead of just hustling to kill, 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 kill. So that was the only thing. So this episode answered all of the questions, and I think maybe he's gonna take some time to think, and I'm quite sure he's gonna come back and help because his main thing is that he don't want to see what happened on his earth happen on that one. And he need to find some way to get back to his daughter. And maybe let her come and join him or something. But that might be hard for her seeing Lois walking around the place.
Yeah, I think the better option would be
is he going back and see her and then go and come back.
Well, not even just go back and stay with your daughter. He doesn't have to be here for the rest of the seasons. Like he really doesn't. Like one Superman is good enough, and like he can be the new Superman
on his
Earth. You know, and he can fight the evil one if the evil one isn't dead. So you know, so he can be the new Superman. So he doesn't need to stay here. Like, you know, he can, like I said, one Superman is good enough. We don't need another. So he can go and be Steel. He can go and be the Man of Steel on his Earth and be with his daughter. And, you know, they can work as a team. And to the point that you're saying, like everything you were saying, like I never disagreed with you at all. Like I definitely felt that they should have talked it out and he should have came with a perspective. But I was more or less just focusing. Because like me is like, if you look at a famous serial killer like Charles Manson, right? Obviously what he did was horrible and was just evil and wicked and just bad, right? But a lot of people never focus on the why, right? So it's like what I've always been curious about, especially with Charles Manson, for example, was learning and finding out why. Like, what drove him to do that? And what was the reason? Not condoning what he did, because, like I said, again, I'm going to echo, what he did was horrible. But, you know, what was going on in his brain that brought him to that point? So, taking that perspective, that's how I was looking at the whole thing with John Henry Irons. It's like, yes, he shouldn't be doing this. We know Superman is cool. We know he can come to the cookout. We know everything about him is good. But why is John Henry Irons so fixated on trying to kill him? Why? And then we got the answer as to why, and we found out why. So when you look into it deeper, you see that, okay, if you put yourself in that position, you'd be like, okay, if I was him, I would feel the same way. You know, like all I would be thinking about is revenge and preventative measures. It's like you seeing a disease or something and you're trying to prevent it before it gets worse. That's the perspective he had. But I'm glad in this episode, like you said, that they were able to kind of figure it out and then, you know, talk to him, and Lois was able to talk through to him. And it was done in a way that made sense for the story and made sense for the character and his development too, actually going forward, if we ever do see him again throughout the next couple seasons, because I think we got 2 more seasons renewed. So so that was really well written. The episode was really well written. Again, I'm going to compare it to The Flash. The Flash was talking. I had to bring it in, though. I had to bring it in just to show you how this is how you do it. The Flash was talking villains down this whole season, right?
Hardly
fighting. But this is an example of how you can talk down a villain, or quote unquote a villain, in a way that is natural and it develops to a point. Like it goes up to a point where when you get there, it doesn't feel like some stupid little joke. Like, we're, you know, hey man, everything's okay. You're my son, and now we're family. And then everybody's cool all of a sudden? Like, no, that's not how it worked. Obviously, we saw, and then I like what John Henry said. Just because I saved you don't mean I'm fighting with you. Because obviously he's still trying to process the situation.
Here, to me, like, if you wanted to compare the Flash, and there is no family that meet other family that they've never met in their life. It's all cozy, huggy, all of it. Because you have to get to know the person. Everybody has a different character, things that they like. So they way how they just go, I never had a family before.
Yeah,
so,
that was just kind of wild.
No. But the only thing I was trying to get at was soon as that AI told him, Luther, it seems like this Earth is different from the one. The Superman on that Earth and the Superman on this Earth does not seem to be the same. As soon as she said that, he should have done some further investigation for himself. Right? But I guess they had to write the storyline how they write it to bring it to this point, because if he had figured it out then, maybe it would have been lame for the rest of the next couple of episodes as to what they're going to do. So they prolong it in a way like a mystery. So, which was good. But for me, I already figured from since the AI said that, I'm like, okay. And then when he stepped off that bus and he saw Lois, and he was hustling to go, then he realized that, okay, like things beginning to change then. So it's just those 2 points to me. So...
that I mean, like I said, that would have been the more ideal thing to do. But what I liked about it was that in the moment when you're mad and you're out for revenge and you're just, you're like this guy just got from this other planet. Like he literally just went from having the other evil Superman shoot lasers into his window to just a couple weeks out seeing another Superman. So this is like within maybe about a month, so I'm guessing maybe like a month passed maybe since all this happened. So he's like, nah, I ain't trying, no. So that's so we're both making good points. We're both making valid points here. So it's like both sides of the coin. But like either way, like I said, I'm glad that it's that we got his storyline kind of wrapped up, and now we can kind of focus on Morgan Edge now and try to focus on taking him down. I feel like this.
And is what's your name, Sarah?
Sarah. Sorry.
The girl that sang at the audition.
Cushing? Yeah, Sarah.
Yeah, and her that storylines beginning to see why she is how she is, because it's going forward, and like his wife is trying to protect him, and I believe she's right when she said Morgan Edge don't see you as a leader. He was just using him to get into the people.
But didn't he literally tell her that though? He literally said he's not leadership material. Okay, remember? I think he was going
through the pictures and he said, "Oh, not leadership material." Well, and then but he did say,
he told her that though.
And then he said, "What about your husband?" or something like that. And
correct me if I'm wrong. I remember them having a conversation at the dinner or whatever the heck they were at, some meeting.
Because that's why he selected her.
Yeah, he's like he. I remember him flat out telling her that the husband is not really leadership material and he wants somebody who's a leader. I remember when they were sitting on the table. And he wants somebody that has more experience. And he flat out told her, like, hey, bro, your husband ain't it.
And at the same time, she's trying to, because she suspects something is going on. How these people get in these jobs so quickly.
Because she trusts Lois.
Right?
She trusts Lois.
Yeah, so...
Because remember, Lois told her to keep an eye out and to kind of like, be careful.
You can't be just thinking with the bottle all the time or getting mad. That's the saying. Look, I know not everybody agrees, but when you say you can't be angry and trying to get hot-tempered, or when you're in that position, you don't think at all. And the first thing he can do, he blow up some steam by drinking a little again and forgetting your daughter's audition.
But you see, that's the thing. That this show is dealing with some heavy subjects like alcoholism, right?
And how it affects the family.
And how it takes a hold of you and your family.
So the girl can't even trust him now again.
You know what's funny too? Well, not funny. You know what's crazy? I meant to say the actor who played John Henry Irons. He's actually been sober for a few years. He was talking about it. Hold on, I'm gonna show you a picture. I'll show you a picture of him on his Instagram.
He could pass for seal, brother.
He could. Now I'll show you a picture on his Instagram. He was proud of his 13 years of sobriety. You see the little badge? So I'm happy for the guy. That he was able to, on a side note, speaking about addiction and stuff, that he was able to be 13 years sober and he has, he went through everything. And so I'm happy for the guy. I keep forgetting his name. What's his name? Like Wale Parks. Wole Parks, man. Congratulations. I know that was a while ago, but congratulations if he ever watches this for some reason. Congratulations on your 13 years of sobriety. So that's really good. But back to the show, like it's dealing with subjects like that. You know? So, like you said, we're now seeing, you know, the toll of her father's previous addiction kind of creeping in back on his life,
Mm-hmm.
and
Like
how
one
it
time she have a
affects.
daddy, one time she doesn't. One time she
Yeah,
gotta look after him because he's drunk, and she got Stillman babysit.
exactly, and that created so much
While the
type of
mother gotta
trauma.
go out and work.
You know, and that also goes to show you too that like not all families are perfect. Like everything may look nice. You may have four walls and a roof. You may have all the things on paper that look cool. Your dad's the fire chief. Your mom works at a bank. But when you go home, do you have a family? You know, like your dad is a struggling addict, trying to get off of his alcoholism, trying to change his life, trying to support his family. Mom is trying to support, not to fix her, not to fix, but to strengthen her relationship with her husband, provide for her family, and be there for her children. And the kids are trying to find an identity and grow up as teenagers and try to live their life and try to figure out who they are. So, and you know, and dealing with the fact that her parents and have those issues. So all of them as a family are trying to fix their lives. And this dealing with some real stuff. And I really like that. I like that the show is not all perfect and everybody's all perfect and everybody.
And it's not all about just Superman flying around saving lives.
And
like in some past shows.
I actually do like
They're
that.
actually showing the inside of everybody's life in that town.
And it's realistic.
And then you can understand why the tongue is like how it is. Because I'm saying, why that tongue gotta be like that?
Mm-hmm.
Something weird.
And even within the Kent family, even though you do have a Superman and a Lois Lane, one of the world's renowned reporters, you have two of the most powerful people in your home.
They still have problems.
And they still have problems. Jonathan's going through his own problems. You might say it's first world, but you know, I don't really think it's first world. You know, yes, he has, like, again, he has 4 walls and a roof. He don't got to worry about no rent. He inherited a family home, right? But like, you're still dealing with things like, you know, identity crisis. Trying to figure out who you are is such an important thing in your life. If you don't know who you are and you don't know where you're trying to go in your life, that is bad. It doesn't matter if you're rich, if you have no money. At the end of the day, you gotta know who you are, or even if you haven't gotten there yet, because life is an ongoing journey. You're always going to find new things about yourself. You're always going to grow. You're always going to change, right? There's things that I liked and used to do and used to think when I was 13, and now years later, it's so different. So it's like, but the whole point of what I'm trying to make is that like you have to be able to find things to help you grow in your life. And that's what Jonathan is struggling with. That's what Jordan is struggling with. Sarah is struggling with that. Even Lois even is struggling with that because she didn't deal with issues from her miscarriage. And since then, it's still affecting her. You know? So I really like how deep the shows get. You can really get into some nice deep conversations. And you got a really cool superhero fight too between Kyle and the other ex-Kryptonite guy. And then we got
between Kyle and
but it was a cool fight, and it was good.
But they should call all the Morgan people because there's all this freak out. The thing ain't working good in them.
It's really not. But I like the aspect too that it's actually like the Kryptonians possessing them somewhat or taking over their bodies. That's crazy. That's actually really crazy and adding a whole new dynamic to the show with like resurrecting the Kryptonians. That's crazy. And I actually like where the story's going. I don't think we're actually going to finish off the Morgan Edge story. I think it might go off into season 2.
It can be like it can be like the Today Lex Luthor.
And I'm glad that it's not Lex Luthor.
Oh, jeez.
I'm so glad Lex Luthor is not the villain because it's always Lex. It's always Lex. For it being Lex all the time, it never adds any dynamic and range.
And for all you know, Morgan Edge and almost take the thing and perfect it for yourself.
Exactly. Morgan Edge,
and that girl, Lar, I don't trust her. She deliberately said it to stir up confusion because
she's already a Kryptonian.
She's trying to alienate that husband and wife because she know Morgan interested in that woman. And they're trying to get the woman over to Morgan's side.
Speaking of that too, I actually think Morgan is fully a Kryptonian now too. Like you said, now that you said him developing the technology, he might already be a Kryptonian. Just have his lackeys doing all the work. He's probably already a Kryptonian.
It's probably the big showdown might be between him and Superman.
What if it's Zod, bro? That'd be crazy if it was Zod, bro. I don't think it is, but how crazy would it be if it's General Zod in Morgan Edge's body? That would be wild. That would be crazy. Actually.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, we gotta wrap up. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much for watching the reaction. If you guys enjoyed it, please let us know your thoughts and comments down below. This is a great episode. Love the show. Love it, love it, love it. Excited
and
for it every week.
And you guys continue to love each other, your family, every day. Because tomorrow ain't belong to nobody, but just this show tonight shows the importance of how is tonight or morning. Anyway, this show shows the importance of how it is to look out for your family and be there and don't just take people for granted.
Yep.
Because you could end up saying the wrong thing at the right time or the wrong thing at the wrong time or whichever way you want to put it. You got to be careful because words, when it comes, it's like toothpaste. It can't go back in the tube.
It really can't. I mean, it can go back in the tube.
I tried, but it's a painful experience.
That's what I'm trying to say. You can try to put it back in,
you try to suck it back, but it doesn't work.
But it doesn't work.
And some still leave out.
That's a good analogy.
The little one that leaves out, it still hurts.
I like that. That's a nice analogy.
So be careful with what you say to people, the way how you treat people, especially your loved ones around you. Don't take anybody for granted. Don't abuse them physically or verbally.
Words really hurt. You gotta really think about that.
Yeah, and especially when you have teens in your household.
Especially kids.
It can go on and affect them for the rest of their lives. So if they're our future, parents, let's take care of our future.
Yep.
Young people who are married and have your kids, take care of your future and of your own self too. So anyway, it was nice chatting here with you guys. I'm trying to cherish this what I have right now. Because it gonna be hard just looking. Last week I felt so distant. Seeing he tell over there and I couldn't pinch him. He know I like to pinch him.
Hey, we've been doing this.
And I have permission from his fiancée to continue to pinch him. She don't pick up for him. So, but I am enjoying this right now until we gone virtual.
But then we'll be, but I'll be back and we'll do stuff in person.
The word don't come properly out of my virtual.
Yeah, we've been doing videos since the Flash season 3, so it's been a minute that we've been doing this. So it's gonna be a big change for the viewers. It's gonna be a big change for us and everybody involved. But it's a necessary change, and you know, everybody gotta.
He gotta go on his own and Billy life and thing. Can't be up on a mommy and daddy. Although we love him being here, but still. We love our kids. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna be around my parents. I'm gonna be around my family. I'm not gonna be that far. So it's not like I'm going to a different country. So
well, if that was the case, we'd have following.
No. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, Clap Master and
Mommy Master
out.